What's up, y'all? We are live with the most dope, and we have some very, very special guests today. We have D Cross.
Yo.
D Cross, the man himself. We got Nate Antwine and Courtney Antwine, the team.
Yep.
Hey.
The team. Like it's just the capital the, like the Ohio State.
Well, you could actually say the A team because our last name is Antwine, so I think we just might coin that.
Hey,
Yes.
You know what I
got
mean?
the A team.
Yeah, we got the A team.
A team LLC.
I might have to change the LLC.
You have to change the name.
And by the
now.
way, I got to tell you the funniest story because everybody's like, "Hey, check out Nate from Nal Entertainment." It's NAL Entertainment. I just didn't like the way the dots looked, so I just took them out. And then my wife, who's a grammar Nazi, was like, "Hey, honey, like she wants to slap me across the face whenever I mispronounce avocado." Like she literally, it just
Almond.
almonds. You know, whatever. I'm an Okie from Muskogee. So
Potato, baby.
So anyway, I named my company NAL Entertainment, and then I was like, I don't like the way the dots look. I'm gonna take the dots out. You know, I'm gonna redesign my logo, and then now everybody calls it NAL Entertainment. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now, man.
You're stuck with it.
It's time to rebrand.
I think it just maybe put the dots back in. Yeah,
We're the A team.
the A team.
I think it's gonna fail.
Okay.
Due to the fact that everybody has already become accustomed to now entertainment,
I hear it all the time.
right?
Yeah.
So even if you put them dots back in there, they're going to say, "Hey, now,
That's true. All right. Okay. All right.
Hey,
I'll own it.
hey, there, now entertainment. Hey, I mean,
Now.
come on now."
Come on now. I did say I was an Okie from Muskogee, so that's good.
Hey,
Awesome.
we got the Queen Bee herself.
Hi everybody. Hello, we're back.
We're back, and we got a full house. Mi casa es su casa. Everybody,
Yes.
This is everybody's house. Everybody's welcome. Once you've been in this house, you're trusted. You're in that circle of trust or whatever.
Like meet the
The
fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't step outside this circle, fucker.
Bro, I got the code to your front door.
Yes, you do.
I could legitimately just sneak in anytime. I know that there's going to be slots playing on YouTube right now. Like, I could literally sneak in at any time and cuddle up on your couch. I love it.
It's probably
you wake
him.
up one night
It's
and he's
probably him
literally
when we're
there.
like, what's that noise, babe?
It's Nate.
It's probably Nate.
He's dropping off a photo booth.
He's dropping off some equipment. I love it.
Oh man. I can't imagine that now, man. I'm just chilling in the bedroom, hanging out, and you just open the door, set the stuff inside, leave, mind your business, man. You know, that's a trusted thing right there,
I
man.
mean, I don't take it for granted either, dude.
Right.
Like, that is a level of love and respect that I don't have with anybody, and you have that with me. So, I mean, literally, nobody's got the key to my front door. Some of my kids don't even have the key to my front door. Yeah,
Courtney indeed does.
I know, right? Anyway, love you, brother. Thank you for having us on, for sure.
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. We have some drinks. Nobody can see because this is not a video podcast. This is a podcast. And Queen Bee, Marion, she put together a little bar for us real quick before everybody got here. We ordered some Wingstop. We got some wings. We're chilling, hanging out, listening to good music, and hanging out with good people.
Love it. Thank you for having us, man.
I just want to put on the record to my wife, I did not drink today.
Oh, yeah.
He did
Just so you know,
Hey.
I got a full bar, but I did not take
Hey,
it.
D is
No
not
drinking
drinking.
fun
He's on a
times.
juice cleanse, and he has been strictly on juice.
Chilling.
He's been to the bathroom a couple times.
I'm not.
Chilling now.
It's no gin in that juice.
There's no gin in that
gin in my
juice.
juice.
Oh,
Chilling.
man.
I mean, I might have to apologize to your wife. You know, I did try to pressure you into a drink. I'm like, you'll be here an hour. You can have a drink. It'll wear off, man. You're cool, man. I'm a bad influence, brother. I don't, you know.
Mental discipline, man. Nobody can be a bad influence upon me but myself.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's
So,
true.
at the end of
That's
the day,
right.
it's-
Hey,
all
that's
me.
personal responsibility right there, baby.
Well, I love this guy,
Hey,
man.
I would want to work with him too.
I tell you, only the best. Only the best.
Hey, speaking of work, Dante, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. I know you're over there at Chewy's.
Yes, sir.
I know you DJ, you do your thing on the side. I know you have a growing family or
No, we're done.
a family that grew recently, and you got quite the little family like we do.
It's been grown.
Tell me about all the hustle. Tell me about everything.
Man, I think the hardest hustle and the most beautiful hustle that I put and try to put my best into is being a father first. Everything starts there. That is the hardest job that I have, and that will forever be the hardest job that I have. Because it's not about a financial dividend, right? It's about true investments because you reap those back in time.
Yeah.
As for the 9 to 5, it's just 9 to 5. As for this part of it, right, being able to be an artist in every way, come over here and talk to you, be ingratiated in your home, the way you reach out to me on Instagram, the way that we locked in from day one when you send me, and you send me memes all the time. Shoot love, no, it's love, man. It's genuine. It's genuinely built this friendship.
Yeah.
Started 7 years ago. I started working for a company named Crown Entertainment. Big shout out to Jimmy Sanchez over there.
Jimmy
Crown.
Sanchez, yes, sir.
Good dude. I worked for him for a little bit, and really I just sat behind the board, man. I didn't really get into the essence of DJing, right?
You weren't MCing. You were sitting behind the controller.
So I was behind the controller
because it's a safe space.
Boom. So
Yeah.
I was behind the controller working the board, and one of my good friends, man, like a brother to me, Jeremy McDonald, he was the MC, and we used to like link on, do weddings. And then shout out to my guy Joey over at Masterpiece. Joey was there too, and he kind of left and started his own thing. So I was like, man, I'm gonna help you try to build your empire. So I went with him for a while and just helped him, did some things. And then I kind of took a little bit off. And life kind of happened, went through some things. And a good friend, family of mine, my shug, Tracy Lynette, she was over working with TSV, and she reached out to me one day, and shout to Gabriel over there at TSV. The dude is that dude right there, man, is an entertainer.
All right.
MC taught me so much, but he also just taught me just be myself when I'm on the mic, when I'm doing a wedding, and just watching him and just learning from him. Man, that truly just opened doors for me.
All right.
So I was there at TSV for a while. Decided to leave, and when I left, I decided to branch out on myself, man, and I took a gamble. Sometimes fear is a thing, man, because fear can hold you back from a lot of things, but fear can hold you back from yourself.
Absolutely.
And I bought a bunch of gear from a buddy of mine, Mike Villa. That is my spirit
Your
animal.
OG source.
Yeah, man, out there in Texas, man, he left me, but DJ Mike Villa is one of one. That is a big brother. That's my mono right there, man. So when he left, he sold me his gear. He sold me his subs, his speakers, and then from there, man, we built the Brick by Brick. And now I'm 3 years in to being on my own. Not like crazy legit. I'm not like this guy over here at Now Entertainment, right?
NAL.
Yeah, but we're building, and hopefully by next year, man, I can go ahead and lock in that license and get everything up. But for now, man, I just appreciate everybody that supported me on the journey
Yeah, absolutely.
all the
man.
way through, man, and just working. Now I can say I'm really like a DJ, but again, I'm working on that craft every day. Them lonely nights in the garage at 3 a.m. really build character.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where it goes, you know. When the lights are the dark in the garage, it really don't matter too much. But when they're the brightest, if you're not
When
putting
it's-
that work in the garage,
When it's time to shine.
it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to go. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much the story right there for now. But the story's not finished.
Hey, so I studied you two a little bit. I did. I did my homework. I studied you two a bit. And something I found on both of you that really tied in, especially now knowing that Nate has a stable of DJs such as myself, such as D, Tyler, and a few others that he can really count on and things of that nature. On both of your guys' pages, you guys are fathers first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys are Christian men.
Yeah.
On both of your pages.
Yeah.
They look kind of similar, guys. I'm just going to let you know, man. I've been looking, I've been stalking, I've been watching. I did my homework, and I love that about you guys. And I think that, like shoes, it can tell you a lot about a person. like shoes. There's a saying about shoes. Shoes can tell you a lot about a person.
Where they going? Where they been? That's from Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. We say Jenny.
But you know what you were gonna go.
Jenny.
He's like, listen, be Jenny like peas and carrots. Gordon, you were gonna go so deep. He's like, I think Socrates said that.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
was
not
going to
sure
come
if it
up
was-
with like Play-Doh or
It was
something.
like it's definitely written on a cave somewhere.
Look,
no,
guys.
it's Forrest Gump.
Look, goddammit, I was trying to get deep here.
It was so good. By the way, it was so good. I was following. I was tracking. I'm tracking with you.
I got you, man. I was trying to pull everybody
I love
into
you.
that
Take the
one.
Lord's name in vain after you.
Oh yeah,
Christian men.
I'm a heathen. I am a heathen.
We love you where you're at. We love you right where you're at.
I'm a heathen, man. I'm a good-hearted heathen.
love
So that's awesome to learn about you, D. And like I said, both of us working for Nate, and both of us, all three of us, being fathers, family men, good men. At least we try to be, right? I'm not going to talk myself up and say I'm a great man, but we try to be. We do what we can. We do what we can to provide. We do what we can to spoil. We do what we can to over provide. We do, but we're not messing with anybody. We're not hurting anybody. We're not good, positive energy, good, positive results, good, positive outcome. And Dante was talking about art earlier. We're artists. All of us are artists. We are. And I have a hard time saying that about myself. I won't ever brag to somebody and say, hey, I'm an artist. I look, I'm Gordy B. I play music. I enjoy playing music. I enjoy people, being happy and providing an entire experience where sometimes other entertainers or professionals fall short. Mm-hmm. And that's another reason why, the community and getting together with everybody and doing the podcast and doing Beats Over the City and going out to Chewy's and supporting and getting gigs from Nate and, being able to pass a gig on to somebody because Nate already blessed you. So now you're able to bless somebody else. So I appreciate that out of you, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, I couldn't do it without you guys, honestly. I'm blessed to be able to provide so much for so many different households. It's like my ultimate goal is not just to, only, provide for my household, but it's like, I want to bless you guys. Like, I want you to be able to have so many gigs, in a 12-month calendar where you guys are like, hey, NAL Entertainment, we've got so much on the calendar. Like, we've got a steady stream of income, and it's a blessing to be able to do what you love. And we said this earlier off the air, but we'll say it again. Like, when you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
We'll say that. And you know what? And I think that everybody that I have kind of just gathered underneath the wing of my NAL Entertainment, I think that everybody that I have is a contractor. I don't think of them as employees ever. Yeah. I think of them,
they're peers.
Yeah, you're peers. You're my friends. You're people that I want to see succeed. If you need help in an area, I'm there. Literally, like, we've talked about some certain software that we can integrate and things that we can kind of use in our lives that'll make our lives easier. And, I'm an open book, man. Honestly, like, I don't want to like keep any trade secrets. I want to see you guys all become NAL Entertainments in your own right. It's like, if you guys can grow and you guys can have other people that you can bless, I mean, that's great. If I could be a part of that, that's amazing, man. And that's the ultimate goal for what I've started out to be a part of. So, man, I'm super blessed.
Yeah, you were a part of it this week, man, because I passed a gig on to somebody.
I know, and it's probably a pretty high paying one.
Hey, I quoted him really good too.
Yeah.
So the guy that got it, man,
he's stoked.
Let's just say he's pretty happy.
Yeah, I would say, hey, if I could have found some coverage for that, and by the way, you know what? It's funny because there's so many people right now we see that are waiting last minute to book. Yeah. It's crazy. The economy's kind of nuts right now. People are uncertainty with, the stock market today actually took like an all-time plummet.
Yes, it did.
So I think there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but honestly, like securing good quality DJs and good vendors for your wedding, you're going to spend $40, $50, $60, $100,000 on your wedding. Get the good high quality vendors early on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Get them locked in
Yeah.
because I mean, if you've still got, availability a month out, 2 months out, you're probably not like the creme de la creme. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not the first choice.
You're definitely not the first choice, but
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably not the 7th or 8th
Or the
choice
eighth either. Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people that we see book out a year, 2 years in advance, and that's a good high quality client that you want to go after. But honestly, same thing, dude. If I have I have 6 high quality contractors that work for my company, and when we get to a 7th, I'm going to pass that on. Like same thing. It's like pay it forward,
Yep.
But again, like I'm very blessed to have such a good team of people that work under this umbrella. So,
something Dante said earlier that got me was he took a hiatus, took a break. There was a break. There was a hiatus. Now, for me, I also took a hiatus from music, just period, right? I played the saxophone since I was in 3rd grade, played all the way through high school, everything else. I was decorated. I was very good. And I fell out of love senior year in high school. And after that, and I never played again. I just bought a saxophone again a few months ago. Yeah, I got one
right now.
Yeah. So, I lost my love for music as well. But music was always there for me. It was there for me. It's here for me, right? It's back into something that I'm doing very, very actively and passionately and pursuant very aggressively to chase that dream, if you will, DJing and adrenaline and whatever it may be. Dante, man, when you lost that year or two or however long it was, what was it that broke for you? And what was it that made you realize you needed it back later?
Man, I think everything inside me broke, to be honest with you. And just going back to what you said, I let the music inside me die. I'm an artist, I'm a musician too, so I put down the writing, I put down everything, man. And I just broken inside, just going through things, right? Not midlife crisis, because I ain't that old yet.
Yeah, we ain't there yet. We ain't there. Well, I might be.
I was in that process, man, just searching, just trying to scratch and claw, man, just trying to pull myself together. And it took a lot to get out of it, like not trying to go too far into it, but it was, I let the music inside me die.
Right.
I told my best friend, Timbo, probably about a week ago, I'll never let the music inside me die again.
I tell my wife the same thing. I tell Marion the same thing. Music will never leave me ever again. It keeps me even, keeps me keel.
It's the best therapy, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's always been since the time I was a young kid. I started playing the guitar at 15. And it was always that therapy. It was always that like happy place for me where I could go and literally no matter what was going on, the screaming in the other room, parents fighting, broken home kind of situation, that was the place where I could go where it would literally just fill my life with just nothing but happiness.
Yeah.
I've been a musician my entire life. I've been a DJ for a very short portion of my life. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, same love of music, man. And it is the most healing, magical thing that you can have a part of your life. But I love it. Yeah, I love it, man. So that's cool.
Courtney.
No.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you've been quiet over there. And hey, you've been a little
taking it
too
in.
quiet. You haven't really been participating a whole lot. So it's coming.
Yay.
It's coming. I do events.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That
I do
is your
events.
company. I do events.
It is my company. Yes.
How old is your company?
So we're on our 3rd birthday this year.
Congratulations.
Yes. I know. I'm super
Congratulations.
excited about it. So yeah, I would go with Nate to his gigs for the last 11 years of being in the wedding industry and DJing and, doing all the amazing things that he does. And I would just kind of start to feel a need that was in these weddings where, maybe the couple didn't already hire a coordinator. And so there was just things that needed to be done. And I would just start doing those things. And naturally it just kind of
Progressed.
evolved into me thinking like, hey, maybe this is something that needs to be a little bit more professional, like a little bit more something that I should consider
All right.
Yeah.
as a business.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
So 3 years old,
3 years old.
which means you were doing this prior to 3 years. So how long have you been doing planning, would you say? Would you guesstimate that the first time that you were helping another coordinator at a now Nate Antwine wedding, how many years
Now
ago
Nate.
was that?
Oh,
5 years ago was when I really probably started.
Yeah.
I'd be at a wedding, and a lot of the times if you don't have a coordinator, the DJ falls into.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
You guys end up being the coordinator.
You
like
got to be
most
the
of time.
coordinator.
Yes.
You got to be the planner. You got to be the officiant. You got to be
You guys tag team it with the photographer,
No,
but
yeah, seriously. Like
Yeah.
honestly, today I'm gonna tell you this is no joke. The officiant had to go, and the bride was late, and I literally almost had to get ordained online.
Oh, really?
And
Real
I was
quick.
about to do the wedding. I was about to officiate the wedding. So, like, literally, as a I'm not joking. By the way, this is no joke. This legitimately
The
happened.
Church of California.
Yeah, you do whatever it
Yeah.
takes to make that bride's day fantastic. That's just how it goes. So having my wife there, some people would say it's unprofessional at times, but I would really like. She was always there. She was always my supporter. I would try to like tell her, hey, maybe you should come to this wedding, and she'd be like, I don't really know. It's just like I wasn't invited or anything like. I'm like, no, I need your help. Like literally, come help me. So it turned into something that I was like, hey, I really need you to go like handle this situation or handle this situation. And she would go and would do it.
It started as him just saying things like, I need you to go and line up the bridal party for the grand entrance.
And give me
I
the
want you to
cues.
cue me
Yeah.
when they're ready to go. And I was like so nervous because,
So nervous.
number one, I didn't know the bride and groom. And I'm just going in there like,
don't
hi,
meet with- we don't meet
I'm
with
Courtney,
them."
and I'm going to line you up and like tell you what to do.
Yeah. They're all,
know?
who's this chick? Who is this chick? We've
Who's
never
this
met her before.
assertive person?
But yeah, but honestly, it was trial by fire because it's like I would tell her to do those things and she would literally jump in and like just go do them. And I think
Reluctantly.
that reluctantly at first, but then as you do those things that are really uncomfortable more and more and more, you become really, really comfortable with them. So she,
I have here's where it is right now. I have 3 daughters, and none of them are getting married right now necessarily. One of them has a pretty serious boyfriend, and they're talking about things like that. But like, I look at it as all of these brides are my daughter. How would I want to feel on my daughter's wedding day? How would I want my daughter to feel on her wedding day? What are the things that are going to make this girl absolutely like stress-free on her day and not, you've already invested so much money. You've already spent so many months planning this, one particular day. And I know like sometimes it seems ridiculous, but honestly, it's very important that, they feel supported and they feel comfortable with the person that is there to, really be in charge and guide everything through. They don't want to be looking at their watch. When am I supposed to cut my cake? When am I supposed to, start
They want to live their night a
wanna
little bit.
be
Yeah.
present,
present.
and hang out with first of all, I always tell them, spend as much time as you can with your spouse. That
You
just
have
got
to
married
you have to hold on to them because you get
Yes.
separated so
You
much.
do, yeah.
You
So
do.
I feel very motherly in that, which I love. Like, it's just very,
Nurturing,
it's just,
motherly, yeah.
nurturing. Like that's kind of my personality. But like, I want to just guide them into like showing. I've been to so many weddings. I've seen so many things happen at this point. I'm like, stay with your new husband. Make sure you guys don't get separated. Make sure that you actually get to enjoy all of this. Like, this is a celebration of the coming together of you and the person that you love the most in the world. So, like, let's make sure that you actually get to enjoy it, and you're not worried about all of these little tiny details. And they're important details, but you don't want to get sucked into being stressed out about all of that stuff. You want to just show up, get married, and have the best time of your life.
Yeah. We've been to so many weddings where the couple only dances 1 or 2 songs.
Right.
Because they're just...
They're split up
They're
between
split up.
sides of the families.
We see
Yes. And honestly, like it's been so good to be married to somebody that is a DJ because that's a lot of the times that's the things that I tell them the most. I tell them things like, and you guys have all seen this because you're all DJs, but I tell them, if you're not dancing on the dance floor, your guests are not going to dance.
No.
Yeah.
It's so awkward.
You know?
Could you imagine? I say this all the time to my brides and grooms. Could you imagine being at a celebration and you're celebrating a bride and groom and they're not on the dance floor? How awkward do you feel?
Yeah.
Going out on the dance floor and dancing, like so,
Yeah.
it's so weird. So we tell the brides and grooms, like, hey, look at. Everybody's here for you. Like, these are your friends and your family.
You threw yourself a party.
You threw yourself a party. You need to be in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be the one. And I've seen it so many times where the energy of the bride and groom will literally completely orchestrate the whole entire day.
Absolutely.
So if you guys are having the time of your life and you're happy and nothing can get to you and you guys are just like, well, this is the greatest day ever, all your guests are going to feel that way.
Yeah.
If you guys are like, oh my gosh, everything could go wrong. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God. If you're like that, your guests can pick up on that energy and they're going to be like, whoa,
They're gonna split and go to Chick-fil-A on the way home.
they're going to leave at 8 after the cake is cut. And they're going to be like, we're going to get some late night Taco Bell and we're going to go
man.
home. It's so crazy. But the bride and groom set the stage for every wedding. They really do. And we've obviously dealt with so many different personality types, but like when we see that bride that's like, oh, I can't let go. I can't let go of this. I have to literally walk over to her.
Well, that doesn't happen when I'm there.
I have to say that's absolutely true. She's already done
Correct.
She's already done that long in advance. But this just happened. No joke. This just happened a month and a half ago where I had to walk over to a bride and I go, look, hey, I understand this is stressful for you, but if you don't let go and enjoy this moment, there's a lot of wasted money. Okay. You spend a lot of money on this day. So you need to be present. You need to have fun. You need to just relax, take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath with me. And I will tell you this. I've done this so many times with brides and they look at me and they go, you don't know how badly I needed that.
Oh, decompress.
They're like, you don't know. I said, look at me in the eyes. I've got you. Everything is going to go great. We're on timeline. Everything's going fine.
Yeah.
Your guests are having a good time. Everything's perfect.
As part of your job is to exude confidence.
So exactly. Not only do you exude confidence, but you just take command and you're just like, look, and when you've done this for so many years, you're like, it's like breathing. Honestly, it's so easy. And you're there to reassure the bride and groom. I will even go over and, like, by the way, nothing is beneath me as a DJ. I know that it's my job.
I'll mop a floor. I don't care.
Yeah. By the way, I do that at Noriega sometimes. I'll shoot off the cold sparklers.
Yep.
It has some granules. I have to gotta go sweep the floor.
I
I'm
draw the
like
line
Dick
at
Van
vomit.
Dyke, man. I'm like, yeah, right. I do. I'm like Dick Van Dyke with the chimney sweep, man. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever I gotta do to make their day perfect, I'll do it. I'll go check on their drinks. Hey, you guys need a cocktail? Cool. Hey, guess what? Music's on autopilot right now. Let me go get you a drink. Boom. All right. You know, whatever it is, it's the level of service that you provide.
The above and beyond the experience.
And that honestly goes so much. By the way, anybody can press play on an iPod. I mean, honestly, that's not what we do.
True story.
Anybody can press play on an iPod, but it's like, it's the things that you do in between when you're DJing that make or break how good of a wedding DJ you are.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
So,
That's true, because also not every wedding, I'm a music guy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a dancer. I love dancing.
Heck
But
yeah.
not every wedding is filled with a bride and groom that's dancers.
Dancers.
So when you don't have a bride and groom that really don't dance, then you're like, all right, cool. I already caught the vibe. So you're reading the room. You're trying to keep the energy up for everybody else, but not everybody is a dancer. Some people's grandma might never touch the floor. Some people grandma be out there twerking.
Yeah. Oh man, I got some
So
videos of
it's
some grandmas getting dirty. I was like, I had a grandma that literally, she had a sweater on, by the way. It was nothing. It was nothing pornographic.
man. Are you
sure? But literally, this grandma, like, man, she was feeling it on the dance floor, and she pulls her over sweater off and like throws it around, and like, thankfully, she had something underneath. But I was like, man, like this woman is feeling it. and I can't remember the song I played. I wish I could.
Wild
Play
thing.
that funky music.
It's probably something crazy like that.
Rick James, give it to me, baby.
Yeah,
or
right.
something like that.
Candy,
It's just
cameo,
that intro.
candy.
Yeah.
That song gets me going.
Oh my god.
We played Love
The
Shack.
intro was the thing.
Oh, hey, I got a funny story. We were at a wedding one time in Tehachapi, and this is one of my favorite weddings because these people were so fun, but they were so quirky and so weird. And their favorite song, but you just said Love Shack, so it made me think of this, was Rock Lobster from the B-52s.
They requested it like 5 times.
They're like, if you've never heard the song, it's
long.
It's a long, quirky, weird ass song. And
Play it, DJ.
no, don't play it right now.
Oh, no, we're not tainting this podcast.
Don't say it. Listen to me.
We'll turn everybody off right
We
now.
played this song, and I kid you not. So this was a magical song for this family. We had no idea the connection they had with this song, but like I was like, okay, Rock Lobster, all right, not a big hit. Well, I thought Love Shack was the big hit. So anyway, we played this song, and it is hilarious. 5 times in a row, like they literally had every family member dancing on the floor. They were on the ground, like literally like flippery,
Like
they
like
were
a dolphin,
literally
like a
act-
beach
like,
dolphin.
like a dolphin without water. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking.
Nate and I were
Gordy,
in disbelief.
Gordy. To this day, I could not believe the power that this song had over this family. But it was so special to them, and they were like, "Play it again." I was like, "We just played it 3 times."
Do it again.
I was like,
Play it again.
"Okay, here we go."
Baby scratch intro this
Oh
time.
man, it was crazy. It was nuts. But hey, to this day, I literally look back on that wedding and I go, man, that was one of the funnest weddings.
Do you guys all
Love
have
it.
like a crazy wedding
Oh,
story?
Oh man, yeah.
I mean,
We
everybody.
played Old McDonald's.
If you've done it long enough, yeah.
At a wedding.
Oh, I take requests, and I take requests from everybody.
But hey, if they have a bad request, you got to call them out, babe.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
on
by the
the
way,
mic.
hey,
Hey.
what's your name? By the way, hey, no. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Oh, hey, John, Uncle John.
You're like, I didn't play this.
Hey, by the way, I just want you to know right now, this is a request from Uncle John.
Yeah,
Uncle John
just
wanted to hear this
shame
song
the
so
hell
bad.
out of
By the way,
him,
you know
man.
what?
So do you guys all call it out? Like if it's
You
bad?
got
Oh,
to.
yeah, I'm calling
You got
you
to,
out.
because then they're gonna be like, this DJ's bunk, man.
I'm asking your
Oh.
name as soon as the floor clears. Like, what song? Oh, what's your name
McDonald.
again? All right, cool.
And hey, sometimes I'm super honest. I'll say no, and then other times I'll say I'll put it in my prepare folder, and I'll see if I can get to it.
That's great. That's the best thing you can say.
Yeah.
Gordon, on our wedding that we have together next weekend, the bride said no requests.
Oh yeah, no requests. Nobody
It's
can
a-
bother me.
It's in
Nobody can
bold.
bother you, and it's almost all country music.
Hey, straight to Bakersfield.
Listen to me. They're gonna love you. They're gonna
I
love
love
you.
the white yoke man never hurt nobody.
It's amazing.
Hey, so speaking of gigs, and this question is for everybody, and I want everybody to chime in on it. You know, what is a gig that you did that you thought, this is it for me. I'm done. This is not for me. This is not for me. I am failing. I am a terrible DJ. I'm a terrible balloon artist. I'm a terrible coordinator. I have failed, and I'm gonna go home, and I'm never gonna touch a controller again or a balloon.
Everybody immediately knows exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I want your
Just put your
stories.
head down and just be like,
Do you? Okay, Dante, go.
All right,
well, I gotta go first.
first, bro. You've been
All right,
quiet.
so we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The wedding I did for you last year in the backyard.
Oh, it was an NAL Entertainment wedding.
NAL.
Now.
Now.
Entertainment. And at first, man, I was like, it's like I couldn't catch a vibe. You know what I mean? Like people weren't really into a dance. I'm like, man,
They weren't showing you no love.
I'm hitting all your requests
Yeah.
though. I'm hitting. But then that goes back to that thing is like the groom wasn't, he probably touched it for like once. Right?
Yeah.
But the bride, she would touch it in selections, right? So you can tell what were her requests and what were everybody else's. But for the most part, the family was not dancers, right? So I felt I failed. And then I called him. We talked, you were out
Yeah,
of
we
town.
talked a lot
and
in
I hit you,
great
and I'm
detail
like-
about that one. Yeah.
And they said it was all good, but then I'm like, okay, cool. So then I do a wedding this weekend on a Sunday. Sunday weddings are weird.
Weird, strange.
They're
Yeah.
but they're cool, right? So they didn't give me any requests like for music or anything like that, right? So I'm like, okay, what do I do? They're like,
You're gonna
oh,
straight
just
up read the crowd.
do your thing, right? So I'm like 4 or 5 songs in, and I'm like,
Not working.
I'm looking in my head. I'm thinking like, this is not Dancing Family.
Yeah.
So I play it smart. I say, if you have any requests, let me know. They started requesting Creed, Nickelback, right?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Right?
Good
Nickelback
job.
is my favorite band.
By the way,
I'm not joking.
She's not joking, by the way.
So
I don't clown anybody for their music. Yeah.
So the dopest part is, for the last hour and 20 minutes, I did only requests, and it was songs like that, but I wasn't getting people on the dance floor. What I was getting was tables singing, people
You were
standing
making
up,
people happy,
holding
moving.
each other, right?
Karaoke.
So
You can see those little ticks.
read the room, man.
Yeah.
So it's like God would
Yeah.
come up and oh, this is the groom's best. This is the groom's favorite song. All right, cool, put it on.
Yeah,
man.
thanks for throwing me that bone, man,
Hey,
because
bro,
I needed
listen,
it.
there are 7 people in a circle singing Creed, arms wide open. I'm like, hey, let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so magic, but you have to take requests. You have to be able to say, okay, and if it's a horrible request and you're like vibing, okay, so if you have a packed dance floor and somebody comes up and like, hey, I want to hear Cher, do you believe in life after love? You're like, okay, I don't know if that's really gonna
That's
fit
a
right
banger.
here.
That's a
That's a banger too. It is.
Look,
I love that song. That's why I just said that song. But what I'm saying is, if you have a whole packed dance floor and then somebody comes up and throws like a curveball, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But like if what you're doing is working,
keep doing it.
keep doing it.
If it ain't
It
broke,
gives
don't
you a
fix it.
chance to interact.
Yeah, absolutely. But when somebody comes up and like they just got broken up with a girlfriend, they're like, "Hey, we want to hear this song."
We're not putting on Miley Cyrus
Oh my
flowers
God.
at the in the
Yeah.
middle of the wedding.
I can buy myself flowers. Yeah, that. Yeah. So you gotta at a point you gotta like kind of be like, all right, well, guess what? I'll try to work it in. That is the best thing you could say as a DJ.
There's some hoes in this house.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Hey, man, I just broke up with my girlfriend, man, and she's here with somebody. There's some hoes in this
Yeah,
house.
there you go. Hey, by the way,
So I seen
there's
a video
so
of
many
somebody
songs
that
you
did
can play to
that.
that. Yeah.
I seen a video somebody did that.
Cry Me a River, Justin Timberlake.
Literally,
gosh.
Nate, like when he does his consultations with brides,
love
he
it.
says, "I do not play WAP."
I don't.
Oh, man.
And I'll never play it.
We don't
Never
play it
ever
either.
play it.
I don't play Ratchet too much,
It doesn't
man.
fit at a wedding.
Yeah.
You have to understand what fits at
Yeah.
a wedding, man. Like
He's like, "I don't care who comes up and asks me. I'm not playing it."
Yeah. No, and that's a hard stop. I mean, because a wedding, at the end of the day, if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, it's like it's the marriage between a man and a woman before God. It's a good representation of what God intended for man and woman. And so I don't want to get too crazy here, but like honestly, like when you have that kind of like energy with a song like that incorporated into your day, it's not good. It's not a good energy song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a kind of a raunchy, horrible, wretched kind of just despicable, wretched song.
Yeah.
So I will never play that song.
All the WAP fans out there are going.
By the way,
"What?"
you can guys email me please all your hate mail. That's fine, but it doesn't belong at a wedding. Maybe at a nightclub, but
What
definitely
about
never.
Bruno's Mars new song?
That's wretched too.
yeah.
I
Oh,
hate
it
to say
is.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Hey, by the way, from 24 Karat Magic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, why you gotta hurt my heart like that, man? Like, that was a banger at weddings, and then now I feel bad even playing his songs. It's like, it's good. It's all good until it's not good, and then you got to just kind of take each thing with a grain of salt. But
Yeah.
if you look at music as a whole, though, right? Like, I was born in '88, so some of the music I listened to growing up, and you listen to those lyrics now, and you're like, "Damn, I was singing this." I said,
I know.
right?
I had no idea what it
Where
meant.
were our
Right? You
parents?
didn't know.
Like some of the songs, like even somebody was saying something about I did a gig one time at All Out Football, and I do the Super Bowl every year, and I'm playing a couple songs, and of course there's gonna be some lyrics that don't hit and miss, and this dude comes up and he's mad, and I'm like, you realize like I can throw in like 7 country songs, 10 rock songs, and they're still talking about the same
thing, yeah.
right? So
Innuendos
it's
are big.
clean.
Yeah,
It's-
innuendos.
it's clean, right? But at the same time, a lot of songs, I would say 70% of songs, they really be talking about the same thing, man. So at the end of the day, it's about frequencies, and it's about knowing when to play something, right?
Absolutely.
And
It's
about,
timing.
It's about reading the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything is timing, right? So if the wedding is at 11, maybe at 10:30, I might play some.
I'm going to ratchet it up.
Right. I might,
For the last, and
Absolutely.
hey, I'll tell you what,
Grandma's gone.
you said that my weddings go in accordance to age. when I play music at weddings, I am catering to the 80-year-olds, the 70-year-olds, the 60-year-olds in the first couple hours. Catering to them.
As you should.
Because what's going to happen? They're going to leave early.
That's true. Or
All
sit
right.
down.
So make them happy while they're there. Absolutely. The young kids are going to stay anyways. So then you get into 8 and 9, you start hitting that hip hop, R&B, whatever else. And then like you said, hey, if there's some little, 18-year-old girls and boys out there hanging out and that's their jam, that's their style of music, then hey, we're gonna twerk it up and we're gonna ratchet it up. And for the last 30 minutes, now I have made an entire spectrum of people happy.
Yep.
Covered decades.
You haven't
Covered
offended
decades.
anybody. You haven't offended any group. You've done a great job to cater to all those groups. And by the way, old people know that there's young people that like different music than them, and
Yep.
they hate that music and they get it.
Yep.
But here's the thing: if you cater to them first, and you're like, "Hey, we're gonna honor you guys. We're gonna start the open dancing off with you. We're gonna do some disco. We're gonna do some September.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
House.
Outstanding.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
brick house, all that stuff.
Yes.
But here's the thing: these people are going to remember that, and they're going to go, you know what? They're going to look back on that night, and they're going to go, oh, that was so much fun. But the people who start the night out with that, and the DJs who do that, literally shoot themselves in the foot because it's like a scratching on a record, dude.
There's ebbs and flows,
Yeah.
man. There's
You gotta learn
peaks
to-
and valleys. You can't keep somebody's heart rate up at 130 beats per minute for 10, 15 minutes, 4 songs straight. You can't do it. You're going to lose that dance floor. But you can start coming back down in BPM and energy and start adjusting the other things that you're doing within Serato to have an effect on them and to still go down to 115, 100. Just to bring it back up to 150 again eventually with like Danza Kuduro or whatever it may be, right? Some heat again.
Yeah.
But banger after banger after banger after banger, it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
That's my downfall. She's like,
All you play is bangers?
She's like,
let
please.
the people rest.
please let them sit down, Nate. Please.
Play a slow song for
She's
the
like,
old people.
for the love.
For the lovers.
And you know what? I guess I'm just that good.
Here we go.
I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but like, nobody wants to sit down at my sets. I mean, never. I just maybe 1 or 2 slow songs throughout
I
the
can
night.
actually personally attest to being a guest at a wedding. So my best friend's daughter got married. I guess she actually had her 3rd year anniversary,
Yeah, 3 years ago.
literally a couple
Yep.
days ago. Anyways, so before I started officially my company even, but I had helped out with that wedding, but he played every good song for 3 hours in a row. And I was with my best friend. I was with my best friend's sister.
Exhausted, looking
their daughter
looking a
had just
mess.
got
They
were
married.
haggard.
sweaty and it's just a mess.
We danced. I was sore
yeah.
the next day. I was like, I hate you. I cannot move.
Oh, that's
I'm
That's
sorry.
what you want.
You
everyone.
never.
I'm
you
sorry. I'm
never
sorry,
gave
but I'm
us a
not sorry.
break.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
played every good song for 3 hours in a row, and I am out of shape. So.
But I'm going to tell you one thing, right? Because he actually hit on a really good thing, a really great DJ. And I don't consider myself a really great DJ. The guys that I'm sitting across the table from right now are really great DJs. And they will be able to mix those BPMs
I'm getting
and kind of do those ebbs and flows. I don't. I just stay in a pocket and I just kind of go. I just
Bang them out.
I bang them out.
trying to make
bang it out.
everyone tired.
Listen to me.
So they'll go home early.
Listen to me. This wedding ends at 10. By
He's trying to make everyone
9:45,
dead.
you guys are all going to be gone. Like literally.
There's piles of shoes
Yes,
over off
no,
to the
I
side.
have- Nobody's wearing shoes.
I want to know though, for the DJs, are you dancers?
I am. I loosen up and I kind of I have my own little good time behind the
Yeah.
podium.
Dance?
Yeah, kind of.
Like if you were a guest at an event, would
I'm
you
in.
dance on
Not.
the dance floor?
I'm in it.
I have to
You
drink
would?
a little
I'm in
bit.
it.
You would do it?
I'm a dancer.
I think
You're
for
a
me and
dancer?
you, we
No.
would not be dancing on the dance floor.
No.
I think you for sure.
He doesn't dance.
I think
No.
even sometimes
I get
being
out
on the
there
board-
eventually, man.
No,
No.
no, right in the microphone.
Right in the microphone.
I gotta go pay Jenny. Hey, don't forget how to use that handle, man. You're gonna get locked in our bathroom.
Okay, so
think-
you'll cut
I
it
think
up.
to answer your question, even sometimes when I'm in the garage just mixing, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to look behind that board and see are you just standing there mixing music?
Yeah.
Are you a whole vibe yourself? You know what I mean?
Are you having fun?
Yeah, right. So you gotta.
Do you hate your job or do you love your job?
I love music in itself, right? So I'm not vibing as pretending. I'm not doing this so you look at me and be like, "Oh, he's having fun." I'm like, "Yo, I'm
jamming to this music that I'm playing." Right? Yeah.
And then I think the biggest thing too is Nate, even though he went to the restroom, right? Please wash your hands.
Wash your
I have
hands.
to pee.
We have a wedding coming up on the 24th. And the reason why she requested me, even though she went through Nate, is because at times I'll get on the dance floor and I'll engage with the guests. And I know that some people are like, oh my God, the Cupid Shuffle and the Cha-Cha Slide are so played out. But it's not your wedding.
Right.
I hate DJ to say, I won't play this. It's not your choice to
and
play what you want to play.
You guys are at weddings
and
all
it
the time.
engages people, right? That's an engaging song that you can get everybody on the floor and then switch that song to another song. So that's another pocket of people to slow down. And then you have everybody again. Then you put another banger. Then you play something slow. You slow it down, Tennessee Whiskey. You get everybody back on the floor. And then banger. So it's like, you have to understand pockets.
Yeah.
And unless my bride tells me it's a do not play, we playing everything.
Yep.
It's nobody else's choice but hers to tell me what to play. And most grooms, I don't know why. I've had a couple, but it's like a lot of men. I don't know if they're too shy.
Yeah.
Pride,
insecure.
ego. I don't know what insecurity is a big thing.
Yeah.
But it's like you sit on some of these calls and you're like, all you do is talk to the bride. And I try to engage with the groom as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've always been growing up like, you don't even talk to somebody else's woman.
I don't talk to somebody else's
You don't even talk
wife.
to somebody else's woman unless you've been given some type of permission, right?
Yep.
But we're sitting in a meeting, so yes, I'm talking to the bride.
Yeah.
But that's how I grew up. I grew up not going to my parents' room.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very
You don't
different
go in your
nowadays.
mom's purse either, I bet.
You don't put your
Hell
personal
no.
photos. My grandma
I'll bring it
told
to
me
you
that.
and you can dig what you need out of it.
exactly.
So,
That's all I know. All I know is what was ingrained in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When you put your purse on the floor, that means you're low on money.
it means something. But it means something in every culture, which is so crazy. Like
Really?
to my family, it was bad luck.
It's bad luck.
really?
It's
My
bad
grandma
luck.
told me, don't put it on the
Basically,
floor.
You won't have money in your purse.
If you put it on the ground, oh, I'm gonna be poor forever.
It's like this. and this one is real. You can't put a battery on the floor because it discharges the battery.
That is actually
so.
real.
I think
That is
it's the
actually
same the same idea. They think it's pulling out.
It's taken away.
It's messing with the feng shui.
oh,
The feng shui.
The feng shui.
By the way, I'm coining
doing
that
everything
phrase. The
wrong.
feng shui.
Feng shui, baby.
Put your purse on the floor.
I think it's on the floor right now. Oh no, it's over there.
You're good. You're good.
So this one's going to be for Marion and Courtney.
You want to know how we met? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Wait. What's it like being married to such a man? I'm just kidding.
To such what?
He was gonna say such
A madman?
amazing men.
I thought he was going to say a madman, and she knows what that's like.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
For sure.
How are they right before a gig?
Well, okay, ask me that question like 5 years ago, and it would be different than it is today.
Yeah.
Like now.
Oh,
he's just
Nate
like,
has some
okay.
growth, baby. Hey.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a DJ show or a live music show? Because I used to be the lead singer of an 80s glam rock heavy metal band.
Ask your question.
Yeah, ask your
Yeah,
question.
go ahead, baby.
No, go ahead. I
No,
want to hear
ask.
about this,
Well,
man.
you had us in a we were gonna have a dual question.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a duo question. So the question is what do you guys wish, you girls, guys, whatever, I don't care.
People.
People, y'all people, Utes. What are you Utes? What do you guys wish people knew about your businesses and about what you do and your services and what you don't do? What do you wish they knew and that they don't know?
About our businesses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like I go above and beyond, no matter what. Like I'm gonna go. You're expecting this, but I'm gonna do more. That's just how I am. I'm gonna make it bigger and better, even though that's what you asked for. Just a little balloon arrangement. I'm gonna
Go overboard.
I guess I just always like to outdo myself.
Yeah.
I like to do every event better than the last one. Because just like my kids' parties, every year it's better.
We were talking about this a little bit before we started, but Marion and I were talking about how, like, you know, people kind of like sometimes get a little bit offended about like what we charge for things because they're like, well, it's just balloons, or, oh, you're just doing the day of, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
First of all, it's a luxury service, you
Yes.
know? Like, you don't have to have a wedding. You don't. You can get married.
You just need that court document.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can get married
Yeah.
anywhere for
Yeah.
free, basically. You can have a party and you can put the balloons together. Like, they sell Amazon arrangements that you can go and buy. And it's like, what, $30?
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's a level of experience and care that comes with hiring somebody to do that for you. And we really do take that very seriously. And it's, you know, like something that we really like you said, like, we're going to go super above and beyond. You're going to have the best day ever because we were there.
Yeah. We're
You know?
pretty
And I
much-
don't mean that in some kind of conceited way
We're pretty
either.
much your bride, your maid of honor.
Yes.
Yeah.
We really
Yes.
are. Even though
The true
you
maid of
have-
honors.
Yeah, like
All
even
right.
though you do have your maid of honor, we're your maid of honor. We're gonna
Right.
make sure you have everything.
Yes.
Something blue, something old, something. We're gonna make sure you have everything.
Yeah. Same. Because I really do think that, like, I think that we're the same in that way. It's like we bend over backwards for our
Yes.
clients because it's really important that, like, again, like going back to like my kids, it's like, how would I want my daughters or myself to be treated if I was in this position?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you look at it and you go like, I'm going to go and provide a service for this client that they're just like going to have the best day ever.
Yeah.
And things that they didn't even think that they hired me to do, we're going to make sure that that happens.
Yeah.
Even if they don't ever know about it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's to the point even to where you need your shoe tied. I'm gonna tie your shoe for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sit down. I will do it.
Yeah.
You know it, and it's just a service. It's like, you know,
Ever tried going to the bathroom in a bridal gown?
I know. I will lift it up for you. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It goes back to what we were saying earlier, and you can mirror the same thing from the DJ side or whatever, but it's artistry. They're putting their artistry into that. Blown up balloon, but putting that together in the way that you compile it and the design you do and putting the pieces to the puzzle to make it all make sense, you're paying for somebody's artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only are you paying for the equipment, I mean, at the end of the day, most of our equipment is already paid off, right? But at the end of the day, yes, that is a cost, right?
And we always have to reinvest and reinvent ourselves. And now we need cold sparks. Now we need low fog. Now we need a flame machine. And now for me to get the flame machine, I got to go get my pyrotechnics license.
And your insurance.
I need a confetti machine.
Hey, people do not like cleaning that up.
No.
Listen to me. I know
And
they
it's
don't.
outlawed in a lot of places.
Listen to me. I don't care what they like. We gotta have it. Okay, we gotta have it. We
Hey,
gotta put it
I'll
the
get
list.
on Judy for one. We'll get one.
It's got to be biodegradable.
It does. There's a new.
I want the color.
Oh, the smoke.
The smoke.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's
those
the pyrotechnic
color
license stuff.
The bombs or whatever.
Hey, you got to
Smoke
get that
bomb.
pyrotechnic thing.
Let's go.
That might not be a bad investment for Bakersfield. I mean, how many pyrotechnic people do you know in Bakersfield?
lot.
Right, that might be a corner
Maybe
of the
you guys need
market.
to-
We'll piece together.
Guys,
Yeah.
there's a new fad that I'm gonna like share on your podcast. Okay, we're gonna break it news.
No,
okay?
don't do it. Let's
We're gonna
save that.
Don't
when we're
save
not
it.
talking,
Someone will
man. I'm
steal
trying to
your
make some
idea.
money,
Yeah, or
dude.
somebody will steal my idea. Okay, you know what? I was.
Yeah, that's,
All right, we'll just. I'll tell you off
we
air.
got off the record here.
phones, Google have already heard everything. Man.
It's so funny. Back in the '60s, you're like, "Hey, we might be wiretapped," and now all of a sudden we're like, "Hey, wiretap, where is the?" You know, like it's so crazy how times have changed. No, I'll tell you that idea that I have.
Offline.
This is
Offline.
a fire idea.
Offline.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm here
Let's do
for
it,
it.
yeah.
I like that.
I'm here for it.
Fire idea.
This one is going to be a all-inclusive question as well. You guys are already we're well into 2025. We've already done weddings in 2025. We've already done quinces and parties and everything.
7-year-old birthday party.
Yeah, we've done everything already in 2025, and we're all booked in 2025 as well throughout the year. Where do you guys see yourselves, your businesses, the growth, the direction? Where do you guys see yourselves in the next 2 years? So I'll start with Busy Bee Creations over here. 2 years. Where do you think you're going to be after being this busy or this early on in this year already?
I think we're going to have a crew. We're going to have a crew. At this point, we're going to have a crew, and I'm just going to be like, this is what needs to be done.
This is your crew right here.
Yeah.
You got, like here's the synergy that you have when you have like a community. You have a community of people who are like literally looking out for each and every one of the people in the community. Who do you think we're gonna like? Somebody's like, hey, I need a balloon person. Yeah. Well, like, I got you. We're only gonna refer you.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs a wedding coordinator. You're only gonna, you know what I mean? It's just the synergy when you start literally thinking, like, you don't think about like it's mine.
No,
you're not out for what you can get. When you think what you can give, like the return on that is so much bigger. It's so much bigger.
Yeah.
So when you say a crew, like you want to have like people that you
like where it's not just me doing it,
it's
right? Like
a team,
like
scaling your business.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do a whole, I don't know, venue with balloons. You know, like where I'm gonna need
people,
6 or 7 people.
You're going to need additional balloon pumps, additional balloon people.
Right
and
now, or is it just you?
It's just me and my daughter.
Yeah.
Once in a while, right? When
Oh, we love the cheap slave
hey,
labor.
that daughter,
listen,
that kid labor.
we got a 16-year-old too, man. We don't pay her nearly what she like.
Hey,
No,
she
I
might
hope
listen to this.
She's not going to listen to this podcast, but if she does, like, we pay her a fraction of what
No,
she,
but
What
you
she's
know
worth
what? Like-
and what she does.
She does.
like we'll
It's
hard worker.
like
She
honestly
lives for
we'll
free.
pay her like $100, right? And to her that's like a lot of money, you know. And she loves it. Like I can't wait till she drives where she can go and drop off a
Isn't
photo
it nice
booth.
though? Like you have
You know?
something that you might be able to like give to your children, and
Yes.
they can be a part of.
It's
something
incredible.
that you built.
That we can give them something that's profitable,
An empire.
an empire, something that we're building, something that we're putting together, something that we're laying the framework for, that we are never going to see the yields from.
No, absolutely. But you are, because you're actually providing the lifestyle right now. If you think about like the way we grew up as kids,
I like that.
think of the way you grew up as kids.
Yeah.
By the way, did you go on vacations as a kid?
No.
Did you like go to the beach? Did you have any of the kind of lifestyle that your kids have?
I grew up in Arvin, man.
Okay. So same here, and I don't want to speak for Dante, but I'm going to say probably we all grew up pretty, like, it was tough.
If it wasn't for my nana, man, I wouldn't have experienced anything like that as a child. And this is no disrespect to my mother.
No, absolutely
I
not.
didn't grow up with the father, so it's no disrespect to him either. Like, we're not even at that place in life, me and him, anymore.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for my nana, man, I like cruises, flying to different places, taking me to Texas, Tennessee, all fronted by her, you know, so.
Yeah.
No, God bless the dead, because without her, man, I wouldn't have culture. I wouldn't have.
Amen. She
I
took
wouldn't
you
have
places.
I wouldn't have manners, man.
Yeah.
I understand how to hold a door open for a woman. Biggest thing I learned at a young age, boy, if you go pee in the middle of the night, you better put that toilet seat down, because she fell in the toilet one time.
Man, yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
By the
I
way,
need your Nana to come to my house, please.
Oh, Nate.
Dante,
shots fired with Nate.
Shots fired right there. Hey,
Why you have to put me on blast
listen,
too?
you know what? Your Nana could have done me some good, man.
Hey,
Put
no,
that
no.
She's doing you good right now, boy. Put that toilet down. I'm
tell you right now.
speaking. She's speaking through me to you.
You know what? I love it. You know what? I actually did it last night for the first time
And I said something
in my
right now.
entire married life, and she said something. She's like, oh, you put the toilet seat down. I was like, I did?
Isn't
Man,
that
what's
right?
going what?
How, it's not a coincidence. The first time you do that is the first time I actually get to sit down. Like, I'm not at work. You didn't come see me at Chewy's. We didn't talk over the phone. We're not on a call with the bride. We're not texting over the phone trying to coordinate. Hey, man, hit me up so I can go. Ooh, whatever. I'm sitting down getting to talk with you. And while I'm here in this moment, I want to be present. That's another reason why I ain't been drinking. I like to be present now. I just want to say thank you at the end of the day, because the post that you shared the other day, I can think of a couple of names, but he's that guy.
He is that guy.
DJ Richie Rich is that guy.
And he gave me the ability to do it for somebody else.
And
Yeah.
what's knowledge if you're not sharing it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just keeping it for yourself, so you're not, your legacy ends with you?
Yeah.
No, Nate's legacy will live through me.
Seeded through everybody.
Nate's legacy lives through my
Stop it
children.
right now.
Please do not feed his
stop it.
ego.
Stop it. No, stop it.
Oh, bro, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes in business, people get cutthroat and forget that to humble yourself, because you were me at one time, and I've worked for different companies, and I didn't make
Nowhere
a
near what
fraction of what
Nate
you pay
pays.
me, right?
Nope.
And we're not talking about schematics and money right now online for everybody else to hear.
No,
but I'm gonna tell you what, you hit me up and said I'm gonna bless you, and that's what you give me. You give me a blessing, but in return, every time that I go out and your name's on it, are we stamping it?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not only doing this for me.
Yep. You're representing
this
somebody.
guy put me out there, bro.
Yeah. He took a chance on
This
us.
guy put me out there.
Yep. He took chances on us
love, bro.
over and
It's
over
love,
again.
man.
Even after a bad review, right? We've all had a bad review. We've all had a bad review.
In life.
And the
You can't
boss
be
man
judged by
will
your
always
worst.
hear reviews. They'll always hear good things and bad things.
100%.
So the boss man hears bad shit. He doesn't just run with it. He doesn't believe it. He just doesn't, accept it and jump down your throat or something. It's like, hey, everything going all right over there? I'm like, hell no, it's not. I'm working with it.
By the way, Gordon's always honest, man. He's like, oh, I'm literally the wicked witch of the West over here, like this chick. And then literally, I text that's so funny because the situation that we talked about earlier. Like I talked to probably 3 or 4 other people because I got eyes everywhere. And people are like, well, I don't know what she's talking about. Like he's doing a great job. Everybody loves him. Like the dance floor's popping. Like everything's fine. Like, and then I text the bride and groom. Bride and groom were like, yeah, he's awesome. Like we love him. Like everything's good. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I don't ever jump to conclusions. I love you. I picked you guys to couple and partner with me for a reason. But man, thank you so much for saying that, because honestly, that's the way I've coupled my business, and that's the way I want to continue to run my business. And I'm blessed, and I want to bless as many people as possible. But you know what? I got a great crew, man, and thank you guys for representing the brand the way you do. And man, you guys are so great. I'm so lucky.
You said what you said. You be texting him, as he be texting me like, is everything good? I'd be like, damn, did somebody text his phone?
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm like,
Damn, what did I do wrong?
Man, you guys are scared, man.
Like, hey,
You
what
guys don't be
happened,
so
man?
scared.
Why's
Sometimes
the boss, man?
You know what? Sometimes I'm just checking in.
It's crazy because it's
Just
just
checking in.
No,
I'm just
you're
saying
not.
hi. Sometimes I'm just saying hello. How's it going?
To me too. He's like, everything okay? Like, of
you
course,
become
everything is
your own worst
perfect.
enemy at times when you're doing a gig.
You know what?
I mean?
It only
literally
makes you guys
do.
better. It only makes you guys better.
That's
You
it.
guys are great.
That's
You guys
it.
are all great. I
Now-
love it.
Now, next time I get a text on this next wedding in May, I'll be like, it sucks.
hey,
He got a text the other day. Gordon, I texted Gordon yesterday. I'm like, hey man, you got Spotify? He's like, why are you asking me this? I'm like, just like, you download songs? Like, he's like, why are you asking me this, bro? Because I'm gonna send you to a place where there's no Wi-Fi, bro. Like he's in his own head. He's in his own head, like
Paranoid.
What's
I'm like,
going on, man? Like I'm like Gordon. I'm sending you to a place.
did somebody tell you I was using
Listen,
Spotify?
unless you got Starlink on your phone, which I know you're not a T-Mobile guy. Unless you got Starlink, I gotta ask this question: Do you download the Spotify playlist I send you? Okay, all right, good. You do. All right, cool. We're good.
Oh, and I do 3 times over.
I
I do
love
it on
it.
my phone,
Good.
my
All right,
iPad,
we're good.
and my laptop. I have redundancy.
By the way, the immediate
anything.
response text that I got from him, he was like, "Why are you asking me this?" Like it's just so suspect. I love it. He was too. It's
So,
just.
sorry, but that was actually me asking. I was like, make sure that everything's downloaded because we're going to be in the middle of
All right,
nowhere.
I can blame her. I can blame her. That's cool.
I'm gonna get me a little Starlink dish and just set up anywhere, man. Little Starlink subscription, man.
That's the worst. Going somewhere and there's no Wi-Fi.
I know.
Oh,
I have 2 Caliente weddings back-to-back weekends.
There's nothing.
There's nothing out there?
No, but these people
Just
that I'm sending to
cows.
have a They have Wi-Fi, supposedly,
And cows.
and cows. Thank you, honey.
I love animals. I'm cool.
All right, cool. Wi-Fi and cows. The Wi-Fi may or may not drop out, so that was the.
Do you like
We're
cow
not
tongue?
gonna be reliable.
Nah,
We're not.
We're good.
We're not relying on
We're
it.
good.
Do you like cow tongue, baby?
No.
Have you ever had cow tongue?
Yes, I've had cow tongue.
Did you grow up
Bakersfield
in
is
Bakersfield?
Basque, of course.
I know, man.
Did you grow up here, Gordon?
Yeah.
He's an Arvin. He's from
So
Arvin, bro.
you grew up in Bakersfield and you don't like Basque food?
No, I love Basque food. I just don't
Just
like
not the
pickled
tongue.
tongue. Yeah.
I don't like tongue either.
I mean, it's
And I'm
okay. I can
Mexican.
eat it.
You're supposed
I'm
to
mature.
like
I can eat it. I can deal with it. I can tolerate it. Kind of like sushi, different
Dante.
kinds of more exotic
like it?
sushi. I'm like sushimis
No.
and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't mess with that. Hey,
nah.
here's the thing about Basque food. Like, I go to Basque food, and besides the pickled tongue, I'm like, okay, you got one dish that's like pretty signature. The rest, you got French fries, you got spaghetti,
Uh-huh.
you got bread,
Yeah.
you got beans.
Uh-huh.
None of this.
Fried
how is this-
chicken.
Yeah, fried chicken.
Yeah.
Well,
How is
bro,
this Basque?
Yes,
fire.
absolutely.
And the
I
cabbage.
feel like
Yeah.
And all you got to
I'm
do is
eating
get the
Basque
starter or whatever.
It is just.
It
So
is
basically,
kind of
Basque
weird.
food is
It's
just
random.
a melting pot
I
of
had
all
it
the
for
different like
first
kinds of
time
foods.
It seems like a poor soup kitchen.
Yeah, it's like this is all we have. We're gonna throw it together, you know, and that's Bakersville for
They
you.
get
in a
some
nutshell.
chicken and meat every once in a while, but it's a
like-
poor soup
it's
kitchen.
like partially French
Yeah.
and like partially.
It's
New
northern.
Orleans?
By
Is
the
it
way-
southern France or northern France where Basque population
I
was?
don't know, but like
And then
fries
Bakersfield
and
became the
spaghetti
Basque
and
capital of the
vegetable soup
world.
and beans and salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also. And bread, but French
kinda
fries
odd.
actually aren't from France. So how did they get in there?
Where are they from? Holland or
I
something?
don't know.
Probably Holland.
Salsa
Chickens don't have nuggets.
is
but,
also
yeah.
not
Yeah.
from France.
Salsa is not from France. You're right.
Okay,
so
we're getting way off.
yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. So we're going to close. We're at an hour in. I'm going to close with one question, and it's going to be for everybody as well, directed kind of towards Courtney. Wifey for lifey. Wifey for lifey. I did my homework on you too. You have a wifey for lifey saying,
Yeah.
I want a piece of advice from everyone here on a successful relationship.
Successful relationship. You
She
have to
could
be
write a
best.
book.
Honestly,
She
you
could write a
you
book.
have to be best friends.
Yeah.
You have to be best friends. Like you have to literally want to spend all of your time together. And I know
Every
that sounds
waking
like
moment.
ridiculous, but honestly, like when I'm excited about something, I want to tell him first.
Yep.
When I want to go on a trip, I don't want to go with my girlfriends. I love my girlfriends. I want to go with my husband.
Yeah.
I don't want to be somewhere where he's not experiencing what I'm experiencing. I don't want to do anything that he's not doing with me. It's so like important to be friends.
Yes.
It's actually, I think romantic love is amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, we love the fireworks and the sparks and the physical, like all of that
The
good
biochemistry.
stuff. All of that is amazing.
Yeah.
But you have to also realize that like at the end of the day, we're all going to be old and wrinkly and crusty.
Oh, yeah.
And like maybe you at the end of the day, you really just want to hang out with the person that you want to, like, you just want to hear everything that they have to say. You are interested in them. You love them and you just want to spend every last waking moment with them. And that's what Nate is to me. He's my best friend. So that's,
All right.
that's
Nate, I mean, I apologize that you're going to have to follow that up, brother, but you're next on deck.
Bro, I just want to echo everything that she said.
Ditto.
Literally.
Ditto.
Have you ever seen Ghost with Patrick Swayze? He's like, that's all he said. That guy was so stone cold. He's like, ditto. Like everything you said, babe. I just, yeah. No, she's right. Absolutely. I can actually add a lot to that. But she's right. I mean, you grow either with somebody or you grow apart from somebody. So there's so many changes that we go through, you know, especially in our 30s, in our 20s, in our 40s, when you hit 40. And there's just so many life changes that you go through. Like if you're not going through that with somebody and you're not growing with somebody, you're growing apart from somebody.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times where, you know, and this is again why a lot of relationships don't work, is because you have one person who's, you know, really driven and self-motivated and they want to better themselves and they're reading their personal development books every day and they're literally like, you know, maybe they're reading scripture every day and they're spiritually growing and they're doing all these things, and the other person is left on the sidelines. You gotta literally link arms with these people, and you gotta, you know, especially if you say you love them, you got to grow with that person. You got to say, hey, you got to be talking about your goals with this person. You got to be like, say, hey, this is where I want to be in 5 years. This is where I see us being in, you know, 10 years. And can you get behind this? And maybe you can give me some insight on how we can get there. And like, if you're not doing that with your spouse, then it's probably got an expiration date on it.
D. Man, we need some words of wisdom on your side, man. What's been something successful in your relationship that you've practiced that you feel has strengthened and solidified your relationship over time?
Continue working on yourself, because you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. And it's not all about yourself, but if you don't have self-love, how can you give love back to anybody? And after a while, if you don't have self-love, your love inside yourself will expire. And guess what will happen to everybody else around you?
Yeah.
So it's continual battle working on yourself. And then find somebody that loves you unconditionally, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. We all have times in our life where we get dark, and you need somebody to bring you back to light.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to find somebody that will truly love you through your darkest moments. And then when you can be the one to shed the light, you shed light. You turn back around and you reciprocate that love, man. You find somebody that reciprocates love with you at all times. It's not just about having children. Like Courtney said, it's about somebody that when it's all said and done, the physical can't be no more. There's no more intimacy. You're broken. You're a vegetable. You're down. Your ass needs to be wiped.
Man.
That person you look over and you can still say, I love you. Through it all, I would never love nobody like I love you. And I think I've said that to my wife more times in this last recent year than I've ever said it. I would never love nobody like I love her. I couldn't meet another family and
over after
more
this.
cousins and all that, but all that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would never invest myself into anybody other than my children because I got goals, dreams, and aspirations outside of my kids and my wife that as I get deeper into those goals and I'm building it brick by brick, the only people I want to share that with and the financial wherewithal that I'm going to gain is them.
Yeah.
And all the knowledge that I've gained in life through everything I've been through, the only ones I want to give that back to is them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And then once you get, and you do find that, because some people find it differently and some people lose it, and it's a blessing if you get it back. I've been there.
Yeah.
Right. So when you do get it back, you hold on to it. And even when you're slipping in yourself.
For dear life, you hold on to it. Yeah.
And even when you can't, as long as she's still holding on to you, that means you got a chance. Somebody that sees the better in you when you can't see it in yourself.
Whew,
and in turn, when it's time to do something, like I love my wife. She's so creative, man. Like she does flower arrangements. So what she's doing right now, I told you she couldn't come.
Yeah.
And her family, they're beautiful, man. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, some of the most beautiful humans on this earth, right? They love us. They take care of us as best as they can. And I don't want her to work some 9 to 5 and the family has a company so she can go work for them and make money. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'd rather you find exactly what I found.
Something you love.
And people get it confused. Like, I just show up and play music for hours. No, homie, like, there's work put into this, right? Man. You know what I mean? All the equipment set up, the breakdown and teardown is 2 hours alone, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, we do a wedding. I gotta sit and meet with you. I gotta text you. That's why the money is equaled into that. Yeah. But there's so much into what we're doing that you're just not paying for that little bit of service. You're paying for a full day service of an artist. Yeah. Right. So I want my wife to find something that she loves, and that would be like something I can give back to her. It's like, don't worry about the money too much right now. Make a little bit, but not enough to like keep us secure. But make a little bit to help. But until you find that thing that you love, we're going to keep doing exactly what we're doing. I'm going to keep poking and prodding. If it's check to check one a month, or if we living, we're good, go on vacation, cool. But until she can have something like Courtney has, and like Busy Bee has, and your wife has, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep scratching. I'm going to keep clawing because I'm trying to give her what she gave me. I would not be here without her. Yep. So in this instance, this is the epitome of unconditional love. I'm just trying to give it back.
It's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to give everybody a minute. I want you to tell me who you are. I want you to give me your socials, any kind of information that you want everybody else to hear and have handy. Let us know what's going on. Let us know of your events coming up. Let us know of everything. So we're going to start with Courtney. 1 minute. You're on the clock, girl.
Okay. So Courtney, I do events 661. That's pretty much like all you ever need to know because all of my stuff is that. It's I do events 661 on my website. So it's www.idoevents661. And then Instagram, same thing. I do events 661. Same thing with Facebook. which I don't use. So,
Hey,
it's really bad.
Instagram automatically puts it onto Facebook.
I know. I'm working on TikTok, but I waste more time on TikTok than I use it. For
perusing.
Micro
TikTok
learning.
is really fun for me, and I kind of don't want to spoil it by using it for business.
For work, yeah. It's
But
tainted
I need to,
now.
because that's like where all the kids are that are getting married.
Yeah, a lot of young kids getting married.
Yes. But yeah, so basically what we do is we do coordination services for couples that are DIY. So they don't need a full service planner. They don't want to spend $4,000 to $10,000 on somebody to help them plan their wedding. They really want to do everything, but they don't want to work on their wedding day. They don't want their mom to be out, at the reception setting up tables and chairs and linens and place settings and all the things.
You facilitate this.
Yes. So we just really cater to couples that, really want to do the majority of it on their own, but maybe need help with their master timeline and their vendor coordination and their setup and breakdown. And so that's basically what we do. And we, I think, do a really good job at it. We have, besides myself, I have 2 lead coordinators who are amazing. Shout out to Shannon and Harmony.
There we go.
They're amazing. They are my right-hand girls, and they're the sweetest things in the world, and I appreciate them very much. And then we have lots of amazing assistants also, and we can pretty much facilitate anybody. So,
Awesome.
Mr. Nathan Antwine, sir.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, very official, very formal.
That's very hard to follow. Okay, so yeah, Nate Antwine, NAL Entertainment. We have been being a full service wedding company for the better part of 12 years. So 12 years, we've done many, many weddings. I lost count after 400. So we've done a lot of weddings for many, many brides and grooms. We strive on that. We have 6 fantastic contractors now that represent this brand, that fly their flag underneath my flag, that do a fantastic job for our brides and grooms. So we put a lot into every single wedding. No 2 weddings are the same. I mean, really, they're all different. Every single thing that we do is custom fit for the bride and groom. So
As unique as a personality.
it is. And, we gather a lot of things on the front end to just kind of get their personality profile. It's almost like a Match.com
Yeah, absolutely.
personality profile. I can see by their song choices, the things that they've chosen. Doing this for so many years, you're like, I got these people.
You compare it to a wedding. That reminds me of that one we did 3.5 years ago out in Woody or something.
Sure.
Right?
Well, you're gonna experience that very soon. That one in Woody is coming up next week for you. But no, yeah, we just we pride ourselves on being a full service DJ, wedding DJ company. There are people who can DJ clubs and do a great job at that, but there's so much more that goes into a wedding DJ. You got to be a master of ceremonies. That means you're familiar with the way that a flow of a wedding goes.
Yeah.
Then you have to keep things on timeline. You have to be an MC. You have to be comfortable behind the mic. You have to be able to announce when things are happening, which is very hard for most DJs, I would say, by and large, because most DJs, like what you said, you were the guy behind the turntable.
We all hid behind a facade.
Yeah. So again, you can't be that guy in my company. You have to be the guy that is the guy.
Outgoing,
You have
open,
to be
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of all the people that represent my company and my flagship. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do in a nutshell. NAL Entertainment. We do corporate events as well, but I mean, really, the sweet
Your bread and butter
is we love weddings, and that's what we really wanted to. We set out to kind of be the best at weddings, so
All right.
that's what we do.
All right, my boy D Cross.
I like what you said. We all hid behind a facade.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, I'm done hiding behind a facade.
Oh yeah, no more, man.
Dante Cross, first and foremost, man. At Instagram, DJ Dante Cross. Facebook, I just go by Dante Cross. You go on my Instagram, man, you're gonna see a lot of my family. And at the end of the day, I had a conversation with somebody a while ago talking about I need more content. Well, yes, but it's like money or like friends or like anything you do in moderation.
The value
all
of the
content
content
ain't good content.
Yeah.
I'm a father first, so on my gram, if you pop up one day,
gonna reflect as
the next
such.
day, you're gonna see on my story probably my baby daughter doing something crazy, dancing. You might see my son at a football game killing it. Shout out to RJ Flockin, man, that's my man. You might see my big daughter cheering, or just me and her grooving in the grocery store or something, because without her, I'm not here. Or you might see my son Luca, man. His name means bringer of light, because he brought me out of a dark place, man. So you're going to see that first and foremost, because when you look at my Instagram or you get my phone number or recommendation, that person is recommending and referring you because I sell me.
Yeah.
One day I will be a great DJ. I plan on it. I plan on getting, I hit you up about the baby scratch. Now I plan on doing all that crazy flipping technique, because anything is built repetition, but give me time. But at the end of the day, I'm an entertainer. You get somebody who is comfortable behind the mic, and every day that I do it, I'm going to get more comfortable. You get somebody who, again, loves music through and through. There's nothing better than music. So when it comes to musical selection, Jazzy Jeff said it perfectly. Play good music.
Play good music.
Right? So I understand pockets and how to play good music, because I know music. I can hit everything.
We can genre jump.
Come on, man. We can go in. I'm married to a Latina. I've been with her for 20 years, bro. So I got a little, I got a little cumbia, a little
We got that
suavecito
reggaeton in us.
I got a little some, I got a little bit of West Coast, but I got a little bit of everything in me. And with that said, I got a little bit of everything in me. And with that everything in me, it made me who I am. So big shout out to you, Gordy B, for having me here.
All love, brother.
Big shout out to Nate for just being a stand-up person, man. At the end of the day, like, it's a lot of people out here that have a facade, and they say they're somebody they're not.
Oh, yeah.
Every time through and through I've talked to you, every event you gave me, anything from, I can't even remember the moment that we met, but it was epic, because it must have, you remembered me somehow, and the moment that you met me wasn't even how you remember me when you hit me up to DJ. So if I keep living life like that and creating those everlasting vibes, that's what it says on my DJ card, is I want to create everlasting vibes. So I do love weddings, but I want to jump out and do more, right? More with my artistry.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if it's a wedding, I'm putting all into it.
Well, we know you. We know we're gonna get you out at Beats Over the City, man.
Oh, stop it. I'm there next time, man.
We're gonna get you at the next one.
Next time, man. So it's love all around, and I feel the love. Courtney, I feel the love for you and your husband. You already know. I can already tell, man. It's two power couples, and my wife's not here, so I don't feel lonely, but she's always with me. So shout out to my wife.
Hey, she's
flowers.
welcome.
We're gonna get her next
We'll get her
time.
on the next one, man.
We'll
We,
get her next time, man.
we can do this as often as we want, man. This is us.
She's at home making the bread and butter.
So,
the bread and butter is taking care of my children. That's the bread and butter.
Amen.
That's the
Amen.
bread and butter right there, taking care of my legacy.
This is a lot of fun, dude. All I got to say, this is a lot of fun.
So last but not least, we got Busy Bee Creations,
Yes.
Cali Entertainment.
Cali Entertainment.
What's going on with you?
A lot.
Where can people find you? What do you do? What do you offer?
So I do a bunch of balloon arrangement, balloon walls, photo booths, anything
What don't
with
you do?
balloons.
What don't you do?
She's very crafty.
Yeah, I am.
gosh,
Like
you're
if
so-
She says like balloons, but it's like
It's
this amazing
Now-
structure of like
Grand.
glorious,
Don't say I do
Like,
balloons
pretty.
because it's like falls short of what you do.
cascading, gorgeous.
Yes.
It's like just amazing arrangement.
And I also personalize like stuff with the Cricut, and so
You do you do
Vinyl.
seating charts, vinyl seating charts
yes.
on mirrors. What else? What else?
Etching.
Etching.
everything.
Yeah, you can cut anything on that machine. Where can everybody find you? How can
Busy
people
Bee
get a hold of you?
Creations, Cali Entertainment,
And where are these at?
Instagram.
And
That's it.
Facebook,
And I don't
Instagram.
have it on Facebook.
Wait.
thought
Don't you
people
have a
app-
brand new website? Do you have a brand new
we
website?
We do have a brand new website.
What is the website? Can you please tell me again?
CaliEntertainmentGroup.org.
Oh, I love
We
that.
have an
Oh,
award,
nice and official. Yeah,
like a
we
government website.
You just got a government
we paid
website. Wow. I was like, you know that ain't getting taken down.
that's official LLC.
Oh, look at all this .commerce.
I mean, your .com is pale in comparison. I got .org, all right? I love it.
Yeah, it's not .gov, man. So we're still good. I ain't sell my people out.
All right. I love it.
All right, y'all, we are going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming out and making this podcast what it was. Appreciate you, D Cross. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the camaraderie, just, the DJ community. Same thing with Nate and Courtney, especially that Courtney branches off into the parties, the events, the planning, and things of that nature. It's a variable. It is a very valuable thing to have within our group, a very powerful commodity, if you will, in our group. So
Thank you.
we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. And we are going to go ahead and cut this out.